So, I like fire. Most of the group would even say I was a pyromaniac, although I disagree. I was always the first person to volunteer to make the fire. So when I heard they were going to be burning fields in Incontini, I was ecstatic. Field burning is when you set a section of land on fire to prevent uncontrollable fires later on. After the rather tightly packed truck ride down to the main gate, we set the tall grass aflame, and the excitement on my face was rather apparent. While walking along the makeshift road, entranced by the flames engulfing tree after tree, I heard my groupmates calling for me to turn around. To my surprise, the wind had carried a raging fire across the road, and I was supposed to help put it out. Rather naively, I ran to my group's aid and tried to help put out the fire. I managed to beat out a small section of the flame before I felt the heavy smoke filling my lungs, as well as making my eyes fill up with tears. It was painful to breathe, I couldn't see, and for the first time in my life, I actually felt fear. Not the, oh crap, I just failed my Latin quiz, my parents were going to kill me fear, which I was no stranger to, but the paralyzing fear that freezes every muscle in your body. I was afraid of the flames and the immense heat they were giving off. I didn't want to help anyone. I stopped liking this chore, and I wanted to give up. I admit it. I was terrified of the pain brought on by the smoke. But for some reason, still unknown to me, I decided to get back up and help my friends. I ran in, flame beater at the ready, and tried to put out all of the flames. My efforts, however, were not very successful, and I'm pretty sure I looked like a raving lunatic. But after much help from Moses and Leonard, our group managed to get the flame back onto its designated course. Although I wasn't very helpful, this moment represented a major lesson I had learned on the trip this summer. I learned that you are capable of so much more than you know. During this task, I wanted to quit, but I kept going. I pushed through the terror and helped my friends out. I surprised myself. I didn't know I was capable of fighting through that type of fear, and never would have known if I didn't try. Regardless of my effectiveness during the fire extinguishing, I accomplished more than I believed was possible. I took a chance, and it paid off. This minor task set upon me made me realize that I am more powerful and capable than I know, and that one must first try things before setting their own limits. My limits were much greater than I had realized, and I now wonder about the things I had missed out on because I assumed I couldn't. Fear should never be a reason to prohibit yourself from doing something. It is an excuse to say you can't, rather than trying and possibly having to accept failure. This trip has taught me that I have been given all of the opportunities in the world, and it is what you do in defining moments like these that shape who you are. Moments like these that make you learn things about yourself you never knew before, and enable you to see the world around you